Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world today. Say good morning, everybody, to Rose, our mascot. She's on the stream today. Don't know how long she'll be able to hang out with us, but she is the whole reason we call the stream My Mortgage Hound. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world today. I have a very fun stream. Going to be packed with a lot of strategies. So as we are kind of in a volatile market, kind of not. We'll talk about rates here in a minute, but a lot going on in the news. A lot of changes in the market with inventory, with negotiations. So we're going to cover some strategies pretty in depth today on a remodel. I got a remodel down on Vancouver Lake that looks like a lot of fun. Like I'm tempted. I'm tempted to get in and remodel this house. It's so cool. Down on Vancouver Lake. And then we're going to look at 2 luxury homes in Camas sent over by Raisa, one of my favorite agents. Had lunch with her this week, and she is working up the courage to come on the Realtor Spotlight. She's very nervous to come on, but she did send me 2 listings that we're going to look at today. Let's get right into it with our market statistics. I wish this stool was higher so everyone could see Rose. I bet you'll see her when we switch to the screen share. But market statistics every week. Gavin Hutkins over at Berkshire Hathaway, who was on the live stream a couple weeks ago, sends over some market data for us to look at. New listings in Clark County, Southwest Washington, 184. That's down 14% week over week. Pending sales at 189, that's up 15%. This is something we haven't seen in a while, where we put more homes in contract than we do have new listings hit the market that week. Okay, so it's the first time we've seen it inverted. Nothing to panic about. I don't think this is a sign that it's switching to a buyer's market or seller's market by any means. I think that it remains a neutral, semi-healthy market. And then 192 homes that were in contract have closed. So interesting statistics for this week. Every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a home, that data is collected, and that's what we're looking at here. Flat as a pancake for the last three to 4 weeks, okay? 0%, just up a hair, which is good. If you look year over year, we're slightly above where we were at last October. So nothing to fear here either. Very flat. Now, will that change when the feds come out with their announcement this week? I don't know if you guys watched South Park, but the latest South Park was all about this betting website where you can you can wager on things like the weather, things like the stock market. One of them is you can wager on if the feds are going to cut rates or not in October by 0.25%. So maybe next week I'll show those statistics and see what the general consensus is in the betting public or what they think the feds are going to do. But it'll also be interesting to see, no matter what the feds do, how it impacts our local market here in Southwest Washington. Okay, on that topic, oh, you guys still can't see Rose. You can see her head a little bit there. On that topic, interest rates. Interest rates remain flat. If anything, they have improved slightly. Let's see if I can get our exposure up a little bit here so you guys can see Rose. Okay, so 6.32, that's down ever so slightly this week, but this is one thing we're going to talk about: jumbo loans. 6.25, yes, jumbo loans. A loan that doesn't meet Fannie or Freddie requirements, primarily due to loan amount being above the new loan limit starting next year, $818,000 available now. Those interest rates are still lower than our conforming interest rate, 6.25 versus 6.32. We're going to look at that this morning as well. Our government loans, 6.03. Guys, it's flat. We're so close to breaking that 6% threshold like we did last month. We got down to 5.95. We may see that again. We're headed in that direction, but these movements are so minute. that there's really no drama here right now, which is great. It's great for people that are writing offers and shopping. They know that interest rates for the last 30 days have been very stable. They don't have to anticipate any big surprises. Okay. You guys ready to look at our first house? This is a remodel. Mrs. Steinman, don't freak out, but I really, really think it'd be fun to remodel this house. We are going to 8916 Northwest Lake Crest Avenue, 98665. This is just around 99th, between 99th and 78th Street, down towards Vancouver Lake, kind of in the Lakeshore neighborhood. 3 beds, 3 baths, and I know it doesn't look it from this picture, but it's 3,200 square feet. Built in 1963, sits on 1/3 of an acre. This home is listed by Trish. Let's see what Trish has to say. Nestled on a generous 0.37 acre lot in the heart of Vancouver's coveted Lakeshore neighborhood, this Daylight Ranch offers something truly special. An unobstructed front row seat to Vancouver Lake. This view alone is worth the visit. Wide, serene waters stretching out beneath skies that put on a show every evening. Very romantic, ChatGPT. Their sunsets here aren't just beautiful, they're soul-soothing. This home itself is a classic Daylight Ranch, solid bones, smart layout, and that timeless Northwest charm. Yes, it's ready for some updates, which I'm excited about, but that's part of the opportunity with this, with a little vision and elbow grease. You can transform this into a showpiece that fully honors its setting. 3 beds, 3 full baths, primary suite on the main, lots of storage. The layout is smart and spacious, natural light, large windows. It's the kind of property that whispers potential to anyone who walks through the door. That's what I saw when I looked at these pictures this morning. Whether you're dreaming of a peaceful retreat or a place to entertain with style, this home is your canvas. And the view, well, that's your masterpiece. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. Let's look at some pictures. 1963, very unassuming curb appeal. Okay, this looks like a 1,400 square foot, 1 level. Looks like a cedar roof. Man, I wish Brian Ross with Details Home Inspections was in the chat. Oh, I forgot to send out a text to everybody. Oh well. Because I would love to get his take on this roof. Roof looks like it could use some attention, but that's just from that picture. Okay, let's dive in. Nice big front yard. This brick wall is interesting. I wonder if it's just the hedge that's in there, or what's the point of that brick wall? There's the Vancouver Lake. Okay, here's our entry, flagstone entry, lots of wood paneling. And I skimmed these pictures earlier. I didn't do an in-depth view on them, but from me, that description where it says good bones just need some updates. I mean, heavy updates here, but I don't see you taking out walls and doing like a stud complete teardown on this house. I think that it would just be fun to hire a contractor or do it yourself and come in here and completely remodel this kitchen. New cabinets, new counters, new flooring, new appliances, but keep this cool stuff. Like, look at this fireplace grill. It's like there's a grill that's attached to the chimney. I mean, that's really cool. Maybe you could take this out and get like a custom made grill to put in here and you can be barbecuing in your kitchen. I assume that's what it's for. I don't know. Maybe you take it out and you put a little wood stove in here to heat the kitchen up. I don't know. Pizza oven. Mrs. Steinman in for the win. That's what we do here. We turn this into a pizza oven. You can bake bread in it. That is an excellent idea. We do have a gas range here, so that's a good sign. You know, and if you wanted to leave it as is, it's nice. You got dual ovens. Yeah. You could get away with probably painting the cabinets, maybe putting some tile flooring down or engineered hardwoods. Okay, let's get out of the kitchen. This is the show. Look at this room. Beautiful center fireplace. There's so much potential here. Obviously, we're ripping out the carpet. We're putting in some hardwood floors. I don't know if you paint the ceiling white, you leave it the way it is with those exposed beams, you leave it that color, maybe you paint the paneling, maybe you take the paneling off. There is some built-in cabinets here. Looks like it's wired for a TV. But like in the description, this Northwest home, I mean, you could really make this home feel Northwest, modern, updated, clean. Man, I don't know what you do with those walls. I think the wood paneling, maybe you just paint it white. If you're watching this recorded, if you're not watching it live, throw in the comments if you have any ideas what you would do, especially if you have any background in design or interior design. Okay, so that's looking back towards, I believe, the entry, and then the stairs downstairs here is bedroom number 1. Now, we do have hardwood floors. It appears to be hardwood floors in the bedroom. And this looks like it might be our primary. There is an ensuite, so kind of a small size bedroom from these pictures. There's your ensuite bath. All right, so now we're downstairs, okay? That fireplace comes downstairs, but check out this bar. There's a full bar down here with a little kitchen and then a built-in bench, totally Brady Bunch 60s, 70s cushions. I wish I could zoom in on those cushions. But beautiful view. I mean, how much fun would it be to come in here and kind of leave things intended the way they were intended, like with this bar and kitchen, but just update it. New cabinets. I don't know what you do with that bar top. I would kind of want to keep it, or at least keep that theme of this vinyl pad around it. There's a good view from the bar. Bathroom downstairs. There's bedroom downstairs. Utility room. Okay, basement, lots of storage. Must be what the agent meant with lots of storage. And I wonder if they're counting some of that in the square footage. Okay, this is nice and updated. Back deck, looks like Trex deck covered. Beautiful view of the lake. Lots of lawn. All right, what do you guys think? Be a fun remodel, huh? Okay, so let's hide a couple things here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's make this a little easier to digest. Let's say we wanted to come in here. We're gonna put 30% down. Purchase price is $899. Our loan amount would be $629. Interest rate according to Mortgage News Daily, national average. Sorry about that light coming through the window. I'm trying to block it with my big head. 6.32. add back in the property taxes. Looks like I forgot to put in the property taxes, so let's look it up. Let's look up the property taxes here really quick. Now you can go to the GIS to get a very accurate number for property taxes, but if you just want to do an estimate, Zillow does put the property taxes in here. They're not always accurate. This is showing 7,812 divided by 12 months. That's $651 a month. All right. Sorry about that. We're live. Okay. So $39.03 would be our principal and interest. Property taxes $651, $100 a month for homeowners insurance gives us a total payment of $654. With 30% down, that would make our cash to close $281, $391. So I'm thinking about somebody like myself, somebody middle-aged that wants to sell their house, roll that equity over into a bigger home or something like this. 281 grand, very reasonable, I think, if you're selling a home to bring in that much cash. But maybe that wipes me out. And now I can't afford to remodel the house. So, and you can take this scenario and apply it to a lot of different situations. Okay, so I'm going to show you some alternative options. Now, 4654, that's a, let's say I'm comfortable with that payment, and I'm nervous that if I put less down, let's say I want to keep 100 grand in my pocket to remodel the house, I'm nervous that I'm not going to be able to afford or be comfortable with the payment. I'm going to show you some tricks here. I'm just plugging in the rest of the property taxes and insurance options on these other ones. Bear with me one second here. Okay, so let's say I want to put 10% down. That would make my loan amount $809,000. Interest rate remains the same, but my payment goes up $1,250. But I'm saving $180,000 out of pocket. So let's say I can qualify for that, but man, that makes me nervous. A $5,900 payment. I could definitely remodel that house for 181 grand. But I don't know if I can handle that payment. It makes me nervous. Well, let's say we come in and we negotiate with the sellers, and there's plenty of room to negotiate on this transaction, on this house. And we ask them to pay for a temporary 2-1 buy down. And if you've been watching this channel, you should be familiar with this option. But we're going to come in and ask the sellers to pay to buy down our interest rate for the first year by 2%, bringing our rate down to 4.32 and our payment to $4,900. Very close to our payment here of $4,654. Now that's just for the first 12 payments. The second year, interest rate is reduced by 1%, hence a 2-1 temporary buy down to 5.32, bringing our payment to $53.88. So we're still saving $500 a month over the full payment. And then years 3 through 30, we're at the full payment. And refinancing is never guaranteed, but we're going to be looking for a refinance opportunity somewhere in the low fives, if that presents itself the next 6 to 36 months. somewhere in there. So this is a way I can keep my payment reasonable for myself, especially with the remodel, and I can save $180,000 out of pocket. And when I refinance that house, it'll be really interesting to see what my appraised value does when I've remodeled the whole house, right? Okay, what do you guys think? I know it's a lot for a Saturday morning. We're down here at the coast. I got Rose with me. You can't see her. Say hi, Rose. There she is. There's the mascot. She's mad because I haven't fed her yet. For some reason, we just fed her once a day in the evening, and now we fed her once because she looked really hungry one morning, and now she thinks she gets fed in the morning and at night. So we're going to have a little discussion about that. Okay, you guys ready for some luxury homes in Camas? I had a great lunch with Raisa over at Sotheby's. I've done a few transactions with her this year, and she is just a very talented, very positive, fun to be around real estate agent. And so she sent me 2 homes. She wants to come on the live stream during Realtor Spotlight, but she's really nervous. And I told her it's going to be super easy. Not a lot of people watch, so nothing to be nervous about. So she's trying to work up the courage. So until she comes on, we're going to feature 2 of her listings. 4906 Northwest High Point Drive in Camas. Built in 2005, 4 beds, 5 baths, 4,764 square feet. That's a huge house. On a $9,000 square foot lot. This is listed by Steve. Now, Rice is on Steve's team. Set on a rare flat lot in prestigious Grand Ridge, this Cape Cod-inspired home blends timeless craftsmanship with fresh updates, including new roof, new carpet, and fresh paint. Rooms showcase 180-degree views of the Columbia River, surrounding landscapes and Portland's sparkling skyline, a daily backdrop of shifting skies by day, coffee, and twinkling city lights by night. Inside, nearly 5,000 square feet of elegant living includes Brazilian cherry floors, crown molding, and custom built-ins throughout. I love it when they put the type of hardwood floors in because it's sometimes really hard to tell from the pictures. So I love it when they put that in the description. The gourmet kitchen features Sub-Zero decor and Bosch appliances, slab granite counters, and a large island with seating for 8. This main level primary suite offers a spa-inspired retreat with a walk-in closet connected to laundry. Interesting. While additional upstairs suite provides flexibility for guests or multi-generational living, work from home, convenience shines with main level office, and the oversized 3-car garage adds abundant storage and a workbench. Outside, the flat fenced backyard is a rare find, landscape private, and perfect for entertaining kids and pets. Built in 2007 and refreshed for today, this home offers luxury, livability, and panoramic views. Okay. That is very Cape Cod, isn't it? Okay. Beautiful. Backyard, covered patio, nice fire pit area, beautifully landscaped. There's your view off the deck. I love it. You can see the railing, so you know that's off the deck. What a beautiful view. There's the view during the day. There's our large island seating for 8. I don't know why I'm struggling pronouncing my words this morning. Seating for 8. Beautiful millwork in the kitchen. Cabinets to the ceiling. Got tall ceilings in here. Backsplash to the cabinets. Huge Sub-Zero fridge. All the things you would expect in a kitchen in a home for $1.5 million. There's the Brazilian cherry floors are beautiful. Love these built-ins here. Frames the TV very nice. You got a wet bar in the living room, very cool. Looks like the family room. Nice big bay windows. Here's our primary, gas fireplace, more built-ins. Looks like a surround sound system in the ceiling. Very cool built-in armoires. Wow, what a bathroom. Separate dual vanities. Wow. There's our laundry room attached to our walk-in closet. Nice entry. Beautiful bedroom here with a balcony out front. This must be the second primary. I love the gas fireplaces in the bedrooms. Look at this bathroom, geez. Another bedroom with an ensuite as well. So that's 3 bedrooms with en-suites. Office, man, beautiful built-ins in this office. One of my favorite years of 9/11. Central vac. Nice large 3-car garage. It looks like a 2-car tandem to make it a 3-car. Lots of retaining walls to make that yard flat, which I love. 2 air conditioners. Okay. So here I'm going to show the difference with jumbo loans and conforming loans. Just so you can see that jumbo loans are really nothing to be scared of. Okay, so if we were to do a jumbo loan, 20% down, our purchase price is $1.525, $1,525,000. We're going to compare a 20% down jumbo loan to a conforming loan if we were to max out our loan limit of $818,000. Interest rate, according to Mortgage News Daily, national average on a jumbo loan is lower than a Fannie Freddie conforming loan. For the first time that I can remember in my 22 years of doing mortgages, the jumbo loan interest rate average is less than conforming. It's 6.25 compared to 6.32. Now, if we do a quick payment breakdown, $75.11 would be our principal and interest with 20% down. If we were to do the conforming, it'd be $5,073. Property taxes, $931 a month. Homeowners insurance, somewhere around $100 a month, for a total payment of $85.42 or $61.04 with the max conforming. But look at this. Our cash to close with a jumbo loan is $323,000. If we wanted that conforming loan limit, it'd be $725,000. The difference in payment is $2,400 a month. So you're saving nearly $400,000 out of pocket. But your payment's going to go up $2,400 a month. But what could you do with that $400,000? So you don't have to feel pigeonholed into a specific loan program. There's a lot of different ways to structure these and strategies. The most important thing is that you're reaching out to good real estate agents and good mortgage professionals like myself. All my info is in the description, loansbycody.com, where you can sit down and even before you are viewing homes, you're looking at what are my options besides just one option. And this could be if you're looking at luxury homes or your first home. There's a lot of different scenarios. You're not a cookie cutter. One scenario does not fit all. What are your goals? What are you looking to do? And how can we tweak things a little bit to kind of help you achieve those goals? And then you're really confident when you do go look at a home for 1.5 million. Okay, I got one more, then we're gonna call it a wraps today. Another listing sent over by Raisa. We are going to 2720 Northwest 30th Court Circle in Camas, 4 beds, 3 baths, 2972 square feet, built in 2002, sitting on a 10,000 square foot lot. Again, this home is listed by Steve. Rice is on Steve's team. Long description here, we're going to skim it. Former Parade of Homes showcase is a true example of quality innovation and thoughtful design. Located in one of Camas's most sought-after neighborhoods, this home offers exceptional living in the award-winning Camas School District. Private lot and cul-de-sac, main level has a private office and an entry off the entry, and a spacious living area that blends elegance with comfort. Chef's kitchen, Australian gumwood flooring. 6-burner gas range, Samsung refrigerator, custom cabinetry. All right, let's just go to the pictures. Okay, very nice curb appeal. WSU, all your WSU alumni and WSU football fans, their football game's going live at 10, and there's some people that are coming over to watch it, and they're texting me, so let me just see. Okay. Like the 3-car garage, the nice wide driveway, beautiful entry. There's those gumwood floors. I like those floors a lot. Kind of a timeless color to those floors. A beautiful millwork around the doors here. Priced right at $1 million. This is the kind of stuff I want to see. This millwork, very formal dining room with wainscoting. Gas fireplace, very long staircase. Okay, here's our chef's kitchen. I like those floors a lot. They have a lot of character in them. Okay. Nice cabinets, granite countertop. Nice range. Breakfast nook. Here's our primary. Big French doors. Huge bathroom. Wow. Not a lot of pictures, that's okay. All right. So this time we are going to do a maximum conforming loan limit, okay? $1,080,000 is our purchase price. Loan amount's $818,000. Okay, so this is about 25% down. Property taxes $746 or $764, $100 a month for homeowners insurance makes our total payment $5937. If we were to ask the sellers to pay for a temporary 2-1 buy down, which I think is very easy to do in this market on this home, our interest rate would be reduced by 2% the first year, bringing it to 4.32, bringing our payment down to $4,900 a month, saving us $1,000 a month for the first 12 months. In year 2, our interest rate is bought down by 1%, 2-1 temporary buy down, to 5.32, bringing our payment to $5,416, saving us $521 a month for the second year. And then years 3 through 30, you were here hoping to catch a refinance. somewhere in the low fives. So we may never see this payment. So that's one way to finance this luxury home, using a conforming loan and that loan feature of a temporary 2-1 buy down. All right, we had a milestone today. This was one of my least viewed live streams. We didn't have very many people on, but we had fun, didn't it? We rose. We looked at that remodel. I'm going to go in and talk to Mrs. Steinman. She's going to tell me I'm out of my mind. We looked at 2 luxury homes for Raisa. You guys enjoy your weekend. Go WSU. We're going to end it a little bit short today, and we'll see you on our regular video series on Monday and then back here next week. Bye, everybody.